Go.
Hey guys, I'm Melinda Miranda. I am going to be your instructor for today. Sorry I could not make it, but you just met my lovely assistant Jada. She is going to help us get the cards done and answer any questions you may have, but hopefully I can answer all of them in this video. Okay, so we are going to do adult, children, and infant CPR. We are also going to do first aid, okay? That'll be the next segment. It's going to be first aid, but we'll just do the CPR right now. So I absolutely love CPR. Is very easy. What I do is I just use three numbers. It's 2, 5, 30. They are very important numbers when it comes to CPR. If you remember that, you remember everything, okay? All the scenarios we're going to do, we're going to pretend like we're by ourselves because we know if we have an unconscious adult and we are with someone else, we will have them call 911 and we will start immediately. However, it is a little bit different when you're by yourself. So we'll start with adults first. Adults are considered adults from signs of puberty and up. Signs of puberty being budding breasts, hair growth. That's when they have attitudes. They stink, like my teenagers. Okay. So I come up to an unconscious adult. I'm just going to tap them on the shoulders, and I'm going to say, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I look for a chest rise only. If I do not see it, I'm by myself. I go call 911. I come back and I start mid nipple line. You're going to lock your arms. You'll be right on top. You go straight down, 2 inches deep. 30 compressions to the song "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees. I hope everybody knows that song. It goes, "Staying alive, staying alive, I just don't dance." It's really weird when they wake up, okay? 29, 30. Then you're gonna pinch their nose, palm on the forehead, 2 fingers underneath the chin bone. You're gonna go back and go 2 inches, go 2 breaths, 5 seconds each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're looking at the chest as you blow, okay, to make sure the breaths are effective. You want to see that chest come up. It's going to be 2 long, hard breaths. So it goes, and then you go right back into it. You go 2 inches deep, 30 compressions, "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees, 29, 30. Right back into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. That's CPR, okay? How many inches deep? How many compressions? And what's the song? Right, okay. 29, 30. How many breaths? How many seconds each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And you just keep going. Guys, that's it. It's CPR. Super easy, okay? There are only 3 reasons why we stop doing CPR. Number 1 is they come to, in which you put them on recovery position. You already called 911. You just wait for them to come, all right? The other reason would be, let's say that I had somebody, I already started call 911, and somebody came to help me and they still weren't too, okay? What we would do is not stop until we did at least 5 cycles. Cycles meaning 30 compressions, 2 breaths, that's 1 whole cycle. We do that 5 times, that equals 2 minutes. You see how 2, 5, 30 is very relevant, okay? So I'm doing the compressions. Somebody comes to help. I will not stop until I do 5 cycles, all right? You do it 5 times. That equals 2 minutes, and then we'll switch, and that prevents us from getting really tired. We have like really weak compressions and really weak breaths. They need that full compression and that full breath, okay? And the other reason why is the AED machine, which I absolutely love, but we will get to that as soon as we get to infants, okay? All right, so that's adults. Now, we're gonna do children. Children are considered children 1 to signs of puberty. There is not much difference between an adult and a child when it comes to CPR. Just 2, okay? Number 1, they're smaller, of course, so you're just going to use 1 hand. The other thing is children and infant are usually respiratory reasons why they go down, okay? So you want to start on them immediately. They're not as resilient as adults, all right? So you're going to go up to an unconscious child. You see them, you're by yourself. You say, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" You look for a chest rise. You don't see it. Even though you're by yourself, you go straight down, okay? You're still 2 inches deep, 30 compressions. "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees, 29, 30, all right? Next is 2 breaths. You still do the 2, 5 seconds each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right? Go right back into it, all right? So now, nobody knows this is going on. You had already started. You didn't call 911 and you were by yourself. If you use the 2, 5, 30 rule, how many cycles do you do before you call 911? Okay, yes, it's 5 cycles, which equals 2 minutes, all right? So after my 5 cycles, 2 minutes, little Timmy didn't come to. I hope nobody knows little Timmy. Little Timmy doesn't come to. I go and call 911. I come back, and I continue, okay? All right, and that is it. Now, there's another scenario. If little Timmy does come to within the 2 minutes, which they usually do, I'm a pediatric nurse, you put him on the recovery position, you go call 911, and you wait, okay, until they come. Now, little Timmy, he's going to want to get up, he's going to want to play, he's going to want to, you just saw him die for about a minute. You're going to make sure he stays on his side. You wait until ambulance comes, and when they come, you make them take them. I've had times when they asked me if they wanted me to take them or not, and I, of course, said yes, because, sometimes when the ambulance comes, of course, they're stable, they didn't see what happened, and they give you a choice. Never give them a choice. You don't want to be responsible for little Timmy not waking up the next morning, okay? So you make them take them whenever that happens, all right? So those are the two scenarios, all right? Don't forget, you start immediately and use one hand. That is with children. If anybody wants to get up, you can do it now. All right, next, we're going to do infants. It is 1 and under, newborn to 1. They are the same type of vibe as everybody else. Everybody is 30 compressions and 2 breaths. It's a little bit different because they respond differently, and they're, of course, way smaller. Never do this. Sorry, I always forget to set the head when I start to do infants. All right, so with the infant, you are by yourself. You're going to tickle their feet, okay? It's called the Babinski response. They're supposed to shake their whole body, all right, if they are conscious. So you're going to say, baby, baby, are you okay? You look for a chest rise, or you look for signs of consciousness in their face, okay? And I don't see anything, so I'm going to start immediately. You're going to do 2 fingers mid-nipple line, 1/3 to 1 inch deep, still 30 compressions, still staying alive by the Bee Gees, okay? 29, 30, all right? Next is your breaths. You don't want to hyperextend the neck, so I put the bottom of the chin, top of the head, and I go straight there, okay? You make sure the neckline aligns with the spinal cord. You go, boop, okay? You're going to breathe into their nose and their mouth twice, 1 second each. So it goes 1, 2. You're going to cover the whole thing. It goes really quick. You do not want to do 5 seconds. If you do 5 seconds, you could blow their lungs and they would die anyway, okay? So you're going to go right back into it. How many inches deep? How many compressions? What's the song? Good. All right. 29, 30. You're still going to blow into the nose and the mouth twice, 1 second each. 1, 2. You're still looking at the chest to make sure it's effective. Now, baby's not coming to, and we are coming to how many cycles before we call 911? 5 cycles, okay? 29, 30. This is my 5th cycle. 1, 2, except for we take baby to the phone, okay? Call 911, continue compressions, get them back down to a flat surface, 29, 30, and you continue until 911 comes, okay? Other scenario, just like the child, if the baby does come to within the 2 minutes, which they usually do, you put them in recovery position. You still go call 911 because you didn't have time to call because they came to before the 2 minutes. You don't have to bounce here, but I always bounce. This is recovery position. Baby's on the side. You're making sure you can see their face. And, of course, when the ambulance comes, you're going to make them take them, okay? Now, the other reason why we would do and stop CPR is, like I was telling you earlier, the amazing AED. This is great. Okay, so everybody should have this in their house, even though they don't. It's about $2,000, but it's amazing. It makes sure, it basically reads the person's body, and it can let you know exactly what the person needs. I'm just going to do like a mock one in order to stay alive, okay? So if this comes into play, whenever it comes into play, if somebody comes and brings it to you, you stop what you're doing immediately if you already started with CPR, and you just plug this thing in, okay? Amazing. Or if the person that's unconscious, they're close, really close to one of these AEDs, you just go straight to the AED, plug it in, and just put it on them, okay? So in each bag, you're going to have the children, infants, and you're going to have the adult pads. Of course, we have infant, okay? We're going to plug this in. I'm just going to mock it. It shows you exactly where to put the pads. Babies are always front and back because you want the heart in between the pads, okay? And then adult and children's are always here and here, but you'll definitely see it on the stickers. So you put it on and then you would push.
Analyzing rhythm. Everyone stand clear.
Okay, so the most important thing about the AED is
Shock advised. Charging. Everyone stand clear.
Okay, so he's advising the shock. That means we need to
Everyone
make sure
stand
everybody
clear.
is clear. And this is the
Push
only
the
thing that
shock
doesn't
button.
fall under the 2, 5, and 30 rule. This is the 3 times the charm. So he's
Push the
advising me to
shock
shock. I want to step back, put my hands up, and make everybody else do it who's around the person. And you say,
Push the
I'm
shock
clear, you're
button.
clear, everybody clear. You look around the body. I'm clear, you're clear, everybody clear. Look around the body.
Push the shock
I'm
button.
clear, you're clear, everybody clear. Look around the body, and then you push.
Shock delivered. Begin 5 cycles of CPR.
You go right back into it. How many inches deep? How many compressions? What's the song? Good. 29, 30. How many breaths? What am I blowing into? Good. And you keep going. You do whatever he tells you to do. He can say shock advised again. He can say continue with CPR. Or he can say put in recovery position. Okay? Now, if he says put in recovery position, you just already know what the recovery position is with the child.
1
You
minute
keep them
and
to the
30
side.
seconds
Okay?
of CPR remain.
You do whatever he says. I'll go ahead and shut this off. You do whatever he says, all right? But you always keep the pads on for everybody. Once the pads are on, they stay on, okay? If they advise you to shock again after you do the first shock and you're doing CPR, and they advise you to shock again, you want to still do the same 3 times the charm. I'm clear, you're clear, everybody clear, all right? Everybody good? Perfect. Next is first aid.